Okay, it's been 5 seconds since I stopped that recording. Welcome to episode... Oh, I guess we're on to episode 6 now. We're going to jump right where we left off. So, the stories. The story times. Let's get into it. Okay. So, oh my god, I literally spoke this at the end of last episode and then I deleted it because I'm like, no, I'm going to make you wait. And I have. And so basically, quick recap. I went on a school camp, fell in love. That's a joke. Saw a very gorgeous, beautiful man. Then self-rejected myself from this beautiful man. Was like, he doesn't want you. He's got a blonde, beautiful girlfriend. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I get home, opening snaps from camp. I see a very familiar looking face. I'm like, could it be? Turns out it was this very attractive man that I fell in love with. He was, in fact, not 24 years old and was actually 19. And I was 17 and it was like, I was 18 soon. So it was like fine. It was a good, like, you know, age. And then I was like, holy shit, I'm a stalker. I'm genuinely the biggest stalker to exist. I got home from school camp and I searched up the name that was on this person's tag, Alex. It wasn't Alex. If you weren't listening last week, I'm not actually exposing anyone. It was just luck. It's his fake name. So I'm probably yelling my family. Probably think I'm insane. I did put a sign on my door that says on air though. It's giving podcast studio. Okay, so the kicker. So I'm like, I'm a stalker. I've gone home and I found this man and I think I added so many Alexes. I don't know. So I was like, I'm gonna check. I think this was after we started snapping. Yeah. And so you know how like on Snapchat, Mum and Emily, I know you guys are listening. Also, shout out to Emily. Emily, I love you. And of course, you're going to get a shout out every episode. Guys, Emily keeps texting me. This is weird because I'm talking to Emily, but I'm talking to everyone too. And she's so honored that she gets another shout out. But of course she does. Like, I don't think I would have started this podcast if she had not said, like, believed in me enough to do it. So here we are. And now, Emily, we have some very interesting people from my school listening that I did not think would be listening because I just thought it'd be you and Mum. So yeah, Emily's a midwife, actually. God, am I allowed to say that? I don't actually know. Maybe I can't say that. But she's creating, or not creating. Whoa, no. But Emily, I feel like you're on the way to work. She works in the medical field that brings literal lives into the world. So I love you and I hope you have the most amazing day. Okay, so anyway, I know. I literally love the suspense for you. I think it's so fun that I know and you don't, and I get to like tease you. So Snapchat, Mum Emily, you can click on this little avatar fit emoji, you guys know, and you can like swipe across and like look at their astrology and like their snap score, which is like how many snaps they've sent ever. Yep. So I scroll down and you can also see if you're compatible astronomy. No, I'm joking. If you are compatible astrologically, that's not a word, star sign wise. So I left for this school camp on the 10th of December. Okay. So I got home on like the 13th, 14th. I can't remember the date specifically. But when I discovered Alex, I was like, holy moly, yada yada, like I've heard. I scroll down. We have been friends since the 4th of December. The 4th. No, guys, I don't think you understand. I do not care. My parents think I'm actually insane for yelling in my room right now. The 4th. So do you know what that means? That means this whole entire time I was at this tree serving place going, oh my God, I am such a widow. Why do I think he's like, you know, full crushing? But little did I know that he liked me first. Because I don't add people on Snapchat. Like, I know I've got my new account now, but like, I just had enough people that added me that kept me entertained. And I did remember when this person added me, Alex, sorry, they had a 10 next to their name. And I was like, oh my God, is this going to be like someone born in 2010? I must have registered that he was hot, like I said, because he had an H next to his name. But genuinely, what are the chances? Because like, yeah, it's crazy. Like you see him, your phone's probably connected, like you added him, like cool, whatever. No. Before I even got close to this person's location, right? They're like literally, what the fuck are the chances? He added me before I even school camp. And like, obviously my brain is going to assume the universe is up to something. Like, how could you not? Like, it's giving fate, right? Boy meets girl. No. Yeah, okay, wait, I'll do that. Boy thinks girl's cute, adds her on Snapchat, girl ghosts boy, girl falls head over heels for boy. I'm absolutely joking, by the way, that I'm not in love with that person. I'm sorry, that feels really icky to say, because like it's giving this person way too much credit. You know, I'm just exaggerating. Anyway, yep, girl falls head over heels, just like holy moly. Girl gets upset at herself for falling over head over heels because she's like, he doesn't want you. But little did she know the boy wanted her first. So, like, no, literally is like the best way to put how that felt. Like, it's like the perfect, like a, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was like yummy. It was like, what? No way. No way. So, he was even on more of a pedestal now because I'm like, oh my God, like, what? But also maybe took down a peg because I was like, you liked me first. But anyway. So back to Mr. Texley's. So basically, wait, can I say this? Yeah, I can say it. It's not, I don't know. I'm genuinely so scared of like accidentally exposing people's identities. But I was telling my sister this and she's like, you know what? Like the famous Taylor Swift has said, if she didn't want the men writing the songs about her, then they shouldn't have done the things. And my sister is not a Swiftie by any means, like at all. And she said that to me and I was like, okay, period. Absolutely love that. So Emily's a Swiftie, guys, actually. She drove 16 hours to go to Sydney to watch the concert all in one day. I just felt like sharing that with them. This is funny. So, where am I going with this? Oh, yeah. So, Mr. Techfleece was in Queensland. And God, you guys are really my best friends now. I'm really telling you all the details. So, I kind of like, I'm not saying I lost interest in him. I was still very much interested because he was more realistic than the dude that lived where I went to camp and was far away, Alex. But like, I was way more attracted to Alex than I was Mr. Techfleece. So I kind of didn't care if he like left me undelivered. I will admit, yuck. I think I did have to have a bit of a daytime nap at one point because Mr. Techfleece hadn't replied. And you know, if you know, he's not replying, your brain is just... It's so obsessed with the dopamine that it's getting from this person snapping you or talking to you. Like, you know what I mean? Emily and Mum, I know obviously, you know what, you might feel like this when I was gonna give their names, but this is just for the girls, so no. Husbands send you a message. I don't know if you get like a little, oh my God, like it's so special, it's so like, whoa, like this person wants to talk to me. That's how it feels as a teenage girl though, when someone sends you a Snapchat and you're very interested in them and yada yada yada. So I had that feeling with Techie. But I think I had after mine and Alex's chat, I was like very, I wouldn't say attached. No, wait, hang on. I was after we had our chat and then he like left me undelivered for probably like 40 minutes. I was like, oh my God, it's over. That's how unfiltered I was of like who I let into my energy. I'm talking like my auntie today, Mum. I don't know why I'm talking like Auntie Amanda, but it's like the pronunciations. Anyways, my auntie is a legend, guys. She actually works for Netflix. Am I allowed to say that? I think I am. Shout out to Amanda Duffy, killing it as the producer of Australian Netflix. Just saying. I don't think you guys understand. It's actually, I love, obviously, like, there's nothing I love more than yapping to a camera and it's to somebody. But when you're not having a conversation with anyone, there's going to be pauses. Like, it'd be very weird if I didn't have any time to think and pause and I just spoke like it was a monologue and I didn't have any expression and I read like a script. Nothing I've ever posted has been scripted except a Gander video, the POV went to Gander, and it fell flat. It didn't even script it. I just gave myself talking points of what I wanted to say a little bit. I hated it because as soon as I didn't get it correct, my brain freaked out. I was like, So anyway, nothing I ever do is scripted. Yeah, anyway, so there's going to be pauses. I've got to let myself have a moment. It's okay. Water. Can you please get me a water? I've watched too much Selling Sunset and... Ooh. You know when like you're in need of water and you haven't drunk water for a while? Riveting content here. I am so aware, but you know what? You're here for me, you're not here for my words. Oof. Powerful. But you feel it literally go down like your throat to your stomach. That was what that water gave me just then. Like, it fully felt like something, I can't say, something cold went down my throat, because that is quite literally what just happened. I drank cold water. But like, it feels like it's got a soft round edge to it as it's going down your throat. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not just like, oh yeah, like it's liquid. I'm actually sounding insane now. Okay. I have to edit this by tomorrow night. Ooh. It's fine. You know what? It's okay. I will just put at the end of all my exam papers at the end of the year, true dear, well, they'll probably fail that. Dearest darling examiner, if you're not happy with this mark, go listen to Pent Up Confidence, babe, and you'll understand. You should be like, oh my God, love this girl. Let's give her a 99.9. So yeah, what am I on about? Help. Wait, guys, while I've got you and we're talking about having guests, I need you. We're gonna need to do some movement. Madeline, darling, mother, I love you. And there is a story, guys, that my mum is a little bit reluctant to come on the potty and say, but I think it would help so many of you girls feel so much more normal. So, Madeline, I'm just letting them know that it's actually out in public now, and that you do need to come and, in fact, have a chat to me about this certain story. You know, I know you know, and you're having a little giggle as you drive to work listening to this. Okay, so where was I? Techie fleece, pedestals, daughter. I can't remember. Anyway, let's go to the fact that Mr. Tech Fleece was in Queensland. And, oh yeah, that's right. I had the nap in reply. Yeah, replied. And yeah, that's where I was. Okay. You get like that relief that they reply, which I hate. I genuinely... No, I don't like when it feels like my body betrays me. Not portrays, betrays. And it's like, why are we having this reaction? They have not they've not earned a place in my life to have this for this reaction to be valid. So Mr. Tech Fleece was in Queensland for a birthday trip with two friends, and they sent a few like gym snaps while they were there. And like the power, like I've just said, the people have a review and you just like a dopamine. You just like want to reply with whatever. I can't remember what I said. I truly do not. It was anything to make a conversation. Ew, I'd feel sick to my stomach if they're listening right now. They're not. They're definitely not. Anyway, so I don't know what I would have said, but I just want to come through. And then I noticed it was very weird. I felt like they only snapped me when they're listening. This is so messed up. You cannot keep listening. If you're listening, they're not. Ew, it sounds like a pick-me. No, stop. But genuinely, please don't. When they only had their top off, not like anything that, no, not anything bad, but just like they had their top off. And then I noticed, and they started sharing their location. And if you know, that's like a big moment. It's a big deal. You're like, whoa, you've actually gone through and selected my name. Share your location with me. And then I noticed, I think they've been in Queensland for 5 days. I think that I did know they were coming home that day and they were at the airport. And mind you, it had like little random convos here and there. I probably just teased them a little bit too far because, fun fact, I don't know where the boundary is sometimes with boys because I don't like the thought. Sounds like a pick-me. I am genuinely a boy with how I go about pursuing someone that I like. Like, if they know that I like them, yuck, get away from me. So I feel like I'm a tad bit mean, a little bit pushy away. And then I wonder, like, why do they leave? No, it's not just that. So they were at the airport and I knew that at the airport. I'm like, why can you not just open your fucking phone and snap me? It's not that hard. Like, put me out of my misery. 19 hours go by. No, it wasn't even. I was like, why can't you just snap me? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Please put my anxiety just to peace. What? Please put my anxiety like out of misery. Oh, I just remembered I was going to have my phone film some clips for the TikTok. It doesn't have storage. When I get a new phone, we'll do that. Yeah. Anyway, I was like, why aren't you snapping me? Then I was like, because he kept sending photos when it was just like his shirt was off. Like, all I could see was like his collarbone and like his shoulders. But like, I was like, imagine, like, genuinely how funny would it be? Like, imagine he just like doesn't want to snap because he can't have his shirt off. That pause was for dramatic effect. Your Spotify did not just cut out. He gets home, snaps, and I'm like, oh my God, about time. Do you know what was missing? Do you know what was missing? I think you already do. I think you're nodding to yourself. You do know his shirt. And I was like, interesting. But obviously I'm going to read that as a sign that like this means something deeper, because he was like now on my radar a little bit more. Like I feel like it was like not harmonica, like scales, like like kitchen scales, something that tips, like a seesaw. There we go. So it was kind of like Alex would be like one end, like he'd be up. No, that sounds wrong. I can't say that. That sounds yucky. Scales, like weights, like moving like things, but not like a, go to my YouTube. I'm trying to do a description of like they move like that opposed to like a scale that has a number. You know what I mean? Okay. So it would be like one was like, oh, I'm still going to say it. One was up one day and one was down the other. I heard it and I'm accepting it, but that's not what I meant. Maybe no one else even heard that. Now I'm making it awkward. Okay. But like they kind of just like had like they're on like top of the leaderboard, and then like one would like dip below and then like up, and like it was just all over the shop. But then obviously after the shared location and the pattern of snaps, I was like, Mr. Techface is in the lead. I do remember Alex went camping and I was like trying to have a conversation with a salada and a milk arrowroot's child, and it was really, I don't want to, yucky. And then I think they left me unopened. Alex did. And I was like, ow. After, mind you, of course, I had just told a girl, shout out Paisley, if I was on the camp with that, this whole thing had happened. And then they left me unopened, and I was like, oh, okay. Okay, no, that's fine. No, I don't care. Why would I care? You're just, I don't care. Then, sorry, Mr. Techface was in the lead. Oh my God, guys. No, you know what? I can make a 40-minute episode. Who cares? I listen to 40-minute episodes all the time. Yeah, you can pause it. If you've had enough, pause it and come back. What am I doing? It's like my brain's telling me like once you hit play on the podcast, you're like you cannot leave until the episode is finished, but you can literally pause it. Okay, lol. Yep. So basically, Techface was in the lead. I was very like dismissive that I was interested though. I was like, Then I think I truly can't remember what was going on, but I was so sick of it. I was like, no. Why do these boys get to be on a pedestal? Like, they've earned no reason. So I literally sat cross-legged on my bed and I pretended they were sitting on my bed next to me. Not like a weird scenario vibe, just literally they were like sitting opposite me. And I mentally, what's the word? Physically imagined? No. Literally imagined? Yeah, sure. Go to the YouTube. I'm showing a demonstration, like picking them up and putting them on the ground, like putting them on my carpet. Mind you, I had not heard from Alex in I think 3 days. Mr. Techface probably 18 hours. I don't even want to know. The anxiety was. And I did that probably 3 times until I was like, you know what? You're no longer on the pedestal. My phone lights up. Who snapped me? Sorry for my headphone listeners. Who just snapped me? Sorry, I just got distracted. Sorry, Chloe. I just remembered you're walking to school by yourself at the moment, and I love you, and tell all the creepy men to go fuck themselves. Guys, my girl Chloe got I'm not gonna expose details, Chloe, but like it just was an uncomfortable moment on her way to school, and I'm now like, I'm in your ears to fight them off, because she was like, I was actually listening to the podcast. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, obviously it was Mr. Techface and Alex, Mr. Tree Surfing, and I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, no, there's no such thing as a coincidence with that situation. Sure, they happen, but like genuinely was an energy shift. Now I know about laws of vibrations and all of those kind of things. I genuinely think it was. And then Lila, darling girl, if you're listening, you know who you are. I'm using a code name, but you know who you are because I went to your house the next day and we swam in the pool and we both have a mutual with Mr. Tech Police. Yes, you do know that. And I genuinely denied her like everything. I was like, no, I'm not really interested. Like, no. I was honestly just more focused on telling her about Alex because I thought it was so funny. And then I got home that night and then my parents had just left for a little trip away. And so my sister and I had the house to ourselves for like 3 days, I think. It was like around Christmas. And basically her partner was like coming down from, okay, can I say this? I don't actually think I can. I'm going to wait till I've got my sister's permission. She's bringing her partner up. Anyway, go to the YouTube. My sister and I are literally going to do a vlog for you on YouTube on the weekend some point. Anyways, she had her partner over and she's like, just invite him over. Mind you, this man, like, I think lived 50 minutes from my house, but because we met at a party, it was like 10 minutes away. Therefore, his friends are like in the area. And she's like, just like invite him up. Be like, hey, like my sister and her boyfriend are going to be like at our house. Like, wait, did I tell my mom this? No, I did tell you this, Madeline. This is your first hearing of it. Oh, I don't care. Anyway, like just invite him up. Like, hey, like have some drinks. Genuinely sweating bullets trying to send that text. It's such a weird thing, isn't it? Like you can think about, oh, what am I trying to say here? We're on a spinning rock and I can remember that a lot of the time. And I'm like, nothing really matters. It's not that deep. Everything's fake. But then like when it comes to that moment and you're like sending that little text, oh my God, you would have thought that's, whoa. You would have thought that someone was holding me at gunpoint. Never been quite so stomach gonna throw up lurch. Actually, no, that's not true. I was feeling those feelings and I think I spent 2 hours journaling. Oof. No, actually it wasn't about them, but just journaling, kind of ground myself. And then I super nonchalantly, whoa, sorry, it's the end of the day. I remember I did have 2 hours of sleep. This is still the same episode from before. Did have 2 hours of what? Nonchalantly, sorry, glitching, loading, just super nonchalantly, super grounded, super calmly, was like, just sent it. I was like, yeah, I'm chill. Bro's out typing straight away, and I was like, oh my God, I think I left it for 10 minutes before opening it. And he was like, yes, sounds good, I'll let you know. No, he didn't. I could go pull up the messages right now, but like I've said, my phone is not accessible and I'm really freaking comfy. I think they were just like, I've got some stuff to do tomorrow, but I'll let you know. That's right. It was the I'll let you know. At the time, I was naive. I was like, oh my God, he'll let me know. Since then, I feel like I've been on a situationship, TikTok, Instagram, all that type of algorithm where they're like, he says like, I'll let you know. And I was like, oh, so it was actually just never going to happen. But I thought it was. I was picturing that my sister and I were going to spend like all day tanning in the sun. Mind you, it was like close to Christmas, like it was summer. And it was going to be like super balmy, gorgeous evening where it's just like giving. And I was like, you know, I'm going to have a whole day tanning and like have a shower and like super calm and cool, like have this duo. It's so whatever. Never had to wear it before. I was mentally preparing, you know, the night before. I was like, yeah, it's chill, whatever. It's going to be such a good day tomorrow. Yeah, like the vibes are just going to vibe. And then my sister will go pick up her partner and, you know, like the male energies will like balance out and like it's just going to be a vibe. My sister and I wake up on the next, no, not on. I was literally picturing this because like the weather app was like, it's going to be gorgeous, it's going to be balmy. We wake up to thick fog, like thick. Like, sorry, I've been doing gap practice all day. So, if the fog had if the fog was a person, she'd have a gat. I just kicked myself out. I don't love that word. But anyway, lol. So, thick fog. So thick. It's giving, like, cloudy. It's giving drizzle. It's not the tanny day I had envisioned. We checked the weather and it said UV was 11. And I was like, okay, like, she's going to clear up. It said it was going to burn off by, like, 12 o'clock. So, my sister was like, cool, we'll wait around. Like, love that. 12 o'clock rolls around. What if I hold the no, it was growl at me. Sorry, I was gonna like hold the mic and have like an aesthetic moment, but it would growl at me and goes, and I'm like, oh. Anyway, oh, this is so weird. No one's listening to this by now. Maybe Mum, maybe Madeline is, maybe Emily is, but okay, cool. So 12 o'clock rolls around and the sun is nowhere to be seen. But my sister and I are optimistic, and we're like, okay, 1 o'clock, the sun's going to be here. Like, the weather app is telling us weather zone. Did me dirty. And, okay, restart. It's going to be a bitch to edit. Oof. Imagine I just don't edit it. What if I just uploaded just this? Raw, real me, no edits. Okay, so 12:30 rolls round and sun is nowhere to be seen. My sister's like, fuck this, I'm going outside. It says it's 11 UV. So oh my God, it was freezing. Like, I think it was colder than most days. It's been all autumn. And genuinely, we sat, but we were both so desperate for a tanning day. We had envisioned the vision. So we sat there with like literally our towels on top of like, I think like metal garden chairs. Like, it's not giving lying on the grass because the grass was wet. But like, no, it'll burn off. You know, those days it's really foggy, it burns off. It's beautiful evening. We sat in the drizzle. I made a TikTok, actually. I think it's still on my page too. And it was genuinely looked like we were trying to tan. We were like, it's giving the base camp of Everest. Like, it's just not. Actually, even they had sun in the movie Everest, you know? Okay, don't worry. So we were like, you know what? Time of death on the tanning. Went inside, watched the Selling Sunset. Absolutely obsessed with that show. Put on our trackies and called it a day. But I was still like hopeful that Techie was going to show up. But also, I feel like there was a moment at like midday. I could be wrong. Again, like I've said, if you're listening, I genuinely feel sick to my stomach. Yuck. Let's pretend he's not. He's not. Okay. But what if he is? I don't know who listens to this. That's the thing with Spotify. It's so mysterious. Like, I can kind of see who likes a TikTok and stuff like that, but you're just a number. Like, I don't know who listens. And I'm friends with one of his friends' girlfriends. Like, love her. So it's not like we're very far disconnect. I'm wasting too much time on him. It's not even that interesting. I have so many better stories coming down the line. Wait till January. Whoa. Okay, so anyway, I was still hopeful they might show. So it was a part like the middle of the day where like it felt like, I think they might have said something. I can't really remember. But I think there was a moment where it was kind of like, are we kind of still on for tonight? And I think I just like, oh God, I think I left him undelivered. That was not probably the smartest choice. And then I saw like their little Bitmoji was like heading into the city, and I was like, oh, okay, well, it's 4 o'clock. I'm guessing that's a no-show. And I hate to admit it. It's giving comfy confession. It's giving ill. I'm about to wrap this episode up. I was like watching that Bitmoji like a cat with a laser. I was like, wait, is he gonna come back? Like, I should have just asked, like, hey, are you coming? My sister goes, picks up her partner. Like 2 hours later, I'm like, they're absolutely not coming. Ew, I got ready. I literally just put on like a clean hoodie, blow dried my hair. What did I do? I put on like makeup. I was making TikToks anyway. I think I did clean my room. Just no, I'm not admitting that on the internet. That is disgusting. Cleaning your room and then not even like thinking about it. Ew. Oof. I feel physically icked. Anyway, then my sister's partner came over, and it was probably like 7 o'clock at this point. We were making dinner, and I was like, yeah, they're definitely not coming. And I didn't know how to ask. He was giving, I don't even ask. He's Mr. Tech Fleece. Like, let's be for real. They wore Tech Fleece. It's not that big a deal. And then my sister's partner's like, well, why aren't they here? And I was like, oh. And it was a joke. It was funny. It was like, oh, like, what did you? I was like, I don't know. What am I trying to say? That basically it was 9 p.m. at this point, and I was like, okay, they're not coming. Cool. Cool. No, that's fine. That's what you give. That's not, no, what? So, oh my God, this is 40 minutes. Guys, I've been sitting here for an hour yapping. Holy fucking shit. That's insane. Imagine what it's like to live with me. Whoa. Lucky ducks. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I got not stood up. It just icks me out. It icks me out. I feel like I've exposed enough embarrassment today, so I'm gonna leave it there. And it's perfect timing to hype your heartbreak, which obviously is going to be if you have been stood up by someone, a date, they like you had the same situation I did. Like it was just giving hopeful to disappointment. It's okay. I'm sitting here thriving, talking about it now in June, a full 6 months later, loving life. Genuinely the most wonderful day today. It's so far from my mind. So far from my mind. I am literally, I'm just done with boys now until I can actually handle a relationship anyway. But what I'm trying to tell you is that it feels like a big deal in the moment. And I hope that you're listening to this when you're feeling the moment because it's really good timing. And I want you to know that it's super not the end of the world. It does not mean that you are like icky or disgusting. It's not even about you. They're probably too scared to just be like, hey, I'm actually not coming, or I'm terrified because, fun fact, I've actually, whoa, it sounds pick me again. Know that boys are very scared of girls. What I mean by that is that just people, family, friends, is like all of that. Like I've grown up with little boys. You get to like see the other side of it where they're like, I don't know if to text her or whatnot. And you kind of like remember also so many things on social media. Oh my God, it blew my mind once when I saw this video of guys being like, when you see a baddie, you're too scared to talk to her. Huh? Genuinely, I had no real clue that boys were scared of girls. I was just scared of boys. So genuinely, he's probably just scared to talk to you because you're absolute baddie. You're so amazing. And I know I say this every single week. Like, I know I give you a hype up and it sounds kind of like repetitive, but like, I have the best one for you. Oh my God, I love this. So your self-worth is at 100, right? When you're born, it's at 100. You say something mean to someone, you hurt their feelings. What happens to that number? It's still 100. A boy rejects you, it's still at 100. I'm not going to support a serial killer, rapists, etc. We're not talking about criminals. I don't know what their self-worth number does, but for the average person, which is like my audience, I'm telling you that like your self-worth cannot shift, basically. Like no matter what you do, you're not less worthy, right? So if a boy rejects you, whatever, like, okay, you still the exact same amount of worth. And I'm telling you this because I did not realize how powerful this was. I found a notes app in my phone the other day. I wrote this whole thing about how my self-worth does not change when I feel ugly. It does not change when I feel this. It does not change. Do you know what happened 4 days after that? My first TikTok blew up. Yeah, the Universal Store one. Oh, not blew up. I don't know. I hear people say, oh my God, it blew up. And then at like 200K views. I don't even think I've blown up yet. And I've got a few at like 800K, a million. Oh, it sounds braggy. Yucky, 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 yuck. No, I don't like that. But what I'm trying to say is that like, I don't know what blow up means. But I'm going to just say, because other people said it, the Universal. Okay, no, it did blow up for me because my usual number was like 1,000 views. Maybe like if I was lucky, it was like over that. So yeah, self-worth is everything. It's genuinely insane. I do not believe it for years either. I'm aware. But like your number does not change no matter what you do. So I love you. If you're listening to this and he hasn't replied to you, dude, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you feel that way. But anything I could give you from this whole 80-minute episode, because it is split into 2 parts, is to go make a new account, add all your friends, and you genuinely will stop feeling the crave to like get the connection from him. And also remember, maybe you actually don't want him, maybe you're just lonely. So come hang out with me on my YouTube with my sister, come hang out with me on the potty, come to my TikTok, come to my Instagram. Literally, I kid you not, guys. People think it's so, oh my God, I actually think this is so funny. Just quickly, people like first, like they'll comment first on my videos and I'm like, huh? Like, what do you mean first? Like, you're probably the only one that's going to be here this whole time. And it's super insane. It's like, oh my God, she replied. Like, of course I replied. Like, what do you mean I'm not going to reply to you? I'm not going to reply to the Stephans, Michaels, and I think there was Bruce in there the other day. Be like, hey, baby, like, you're so beautiful. Can I send you $3,000 for your beauty? No, you cannot. I don't want your money. I actually do, and I'm low-key tempted to see what will happen. I'm not going to do that because I don't really feel like being known for being the girl that got kidnapped and killed. So, look, we're not doing that. My TikTok will not turn into a memorial. Wow, this is getting deep. What the hell am I saying? Basically, no, I don't know. Oh yeah, no, DM me, message me anytime. I will actually reply. I truly do not have like a bajillion DMs of people to reply to. So reply Also, I did not say this and I have not been saying this. If you have something that has happened in your life that you're like, oh my God, it's giving comfy confession. It's giving like I share it with a wider audience. Obviously, you're kept anonymous and we all like have a little giggle or we have a little like support moment or we're like, girlie, it's okay. Send them in. If you're sending one in, just comment like, say like, just tell me like from the podcast, because I did have a TikTok series called Hot Girl Hotline, and never mind, no, cut that. This is 50 minutes to edit. Oh, I've never done this before. It's okay. Just comment girl code and I will know what you mean, and maybe like specify if it's like comfy confession, bringing it to the table, anything, genuinely anything that you think could be a fit for this podcast. DM me and let me know. I love you dearly. Thank you so much for listening. You are a champion. I have a sneaky suspicion it's just my darling mother and Emily listening now. But you know what, girls, have a great day at work. Go kill it. I love that for you. And if you are still listening, I love you dearly. Go listen to the next episode. Actually, no, sorry. I'm going to tease you. I will see you next Wednesday at 8 a.m. You're listening with Rose Duffy. This was Pent Up Confidence. Love you. Bye. No, genuinely, go listen.